Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we need to tick forward, I think. Yeah, we pretty much do. So we're going to tick forward a little bit here, get through this financial report. There we go. We're up over 4 million C-bills, so it's not really a concern.
Hey boss, we've just completed those
Excellent. Okay, so we will proceed. For now, we do need to get another upgrade going, and the question is, which upgrade do we want to get going? I don't feel like we need additional drop weight tonnage right now. This would be an expensive tech point. We could get a training module, in theory. That'd be 15 days. It's pretty cheap. It might not be the worst thing, because this way mech warriors that are resting gain experience, right? As long as they have less than 800,000 experience. Anyway, how much is 800,000? Let's look. Total experience here. Can we see the total experience number? No, we cannot. But we can see that, based on these numbers, 800,000 experience is a lot of experience. So that's good. I think the more mech warriors we get, the more efficient that gets, right? I would love to hire 2 more mech warriors, but that's not in the cards right now. We'd have to go somewhere else to have that happen. Regardless, I still think this is a decent thing so that we can be gaining some passive experience while mech warriors are resting. So I think we're going to go ahead and go for the training module 3 for now. It's not a super high priority upgrade, but I mean, compared to, we don't really need medical points right now. And this is just morale and tech points going down this route, and this did give us a morale as well. So yeah, I think that's overall going to be the plan. And then we're probably going to prioritize med bays next. What does this hospital bay end up doing? Okay. Fine. We'll probably prioritize this next, and then wreck, and then drop tonnage maybe if we end up needing it. That would be like the... We would not prioritize this at all unless we ran into issues with it. Drive system, then drop tonnage. And once our Argo is maxed out, then we're going to suddenly find ourselves just rolling in cash. So... to that end, I want to check our mech bay and see how much longer we have. Our mechs are actually ready to go, except for our Raven. Do we have enough mech warriors to deploy? We have 1, 2. We have 2. We probably want to tick forward 3 days. So let's go 1, 2, 3. That was 2. 3. Okay. Now we have mech warriors ready to go. Wonderful. We're 12 days away from our training module upgrade. So that's fine. And I mean, I'm not counting on a ton of experience from this training module. It's just a small passive bump while our mech warriors are not being utilized anyway. So it's just, it's an efficiency thing more than anything. So let's just go ahead and deploy here. Let's see what we've got available. This is a lot of one skull missions, and I kind of feel like maybe we should try to cruise through 2 of these this episode. So let's just get this done, and we're probably... that's 2 priority salvage for 100k. We're taking that. We might as well crank this all the way at this point. Okay, this is an assassination mission. We are just going to grab mech warriors very, very quickly here. We'll go something like this. Should be fine. In our other lance, these are all okay. And then I think we'll just put, say, Goldfinch in the Panther. Actually, we can't. We'll put Hammer in the Panther. Okay, let's go. Yes, I'm aware of the Gladiator. So this is an assassinate in the lowlands, and we're just going to try to cruise through this as quick as we can in hopes of getting 2 missions done in this episode. If the episode has to go long, that is okay. Hopefully, though, it won't, and we'll be able to eliminate this guy pretty quickly and just plow through all of his defenders. Because, I mean, honestly, these are getting trivially easy at this point, these one skull missions, and we should definitely be moving somewhere more difficult, but I don't want to do that as long as we can get this easy money to throw into the Argo. For now, though, we need to destroy the target and escape. we have an opportunity to eliminate a key figure in the Merrick hierarchy in the system, which will leave their organization in chaos and ensure safety for Capellan operations. The target will be relatively unguarded and vulnerable, and we'd like you to strike in this window of opportunity. Sounds like we'll be hitting a middle manager. Not much glory, but it pays. The target won't be alone, Commander, and there's a bonus if we clean up the escorting units. Still, if things get too hot, we can always hit and run. Indeed we can. Let's go. Do we have allies? We do. Okay. Let's just cruise through this just as quick as we can. We're just going to sprint forward up over this way. This is an interesting ridge that we're on, actually. Yeah, we can get down it. Good. Okay, the stealth is currently not wanting to move. There we go. That's a bit of a bug. We're going to make our way up over this way. We're just going to close in as much as absolutely possible. And just as quickly as absolutely possible as well. We're a long ways away. That's the target. That's the support. Okay. Artillery will prioritize the target, if at all possible. But we'll just make our way on up.
Rolling. Location confirmed.
Okay. What are we waiting on? Oh, it didn't auto-select the gladiator. That's awkward. Okay, vehicles. You can push forward. We should be getting a sensor trace quite soon. Probably next round, is my guess.
Confirmed. Affirmative, Commander.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Okay, let's just move up a bit.
I'm walking here. Coordinates received.
Yeah, this next round, we should definitely be getting a sensor trace, I think. That's not all that far, actually. So maybe not.
You betcha.
I misread the hill.
On my way.
There is a sensor trace. Excellent. So we see a something out here. A sprint. Okay.
What do you need?
I'd like the Vulcan to... Honestly, that's fine.
Got it.
Just move there. We don't see anything else. Potshot the sprint. I don't expect much. Nope, that's a negative.
Damn it, I missed.
Indeed.
Skipper,
The stealth is going to also make its way over here.
copy that, Commander.
We're also going to potshot the sprint.
Copy that.
That was actually halfway decent. I think took some internal damage. And it just closed in on us.
Ready for orders.
Fascinating. We're going to sprint in with the stalker here. We're not going to fire the Arrow 4s at this thing, because of course not. But we will fire our ER large. We missed, but that's okay. It'll almost certainly die.
Commander.
Okay, we'll have the gladiator close in a little bit. This'll probably kill it, honestly. There we go. Oh, and we see that there's only 2 more enemy forces. Okay.
What can I do?
Well, we're going to have the Cronus sprint up over here as a scout. And we're going to have the Hunchy sprint up
Let's move.
just to try to get some ground covered.
Right here.
Blackjack is going to also sprint up this direction. Excellent. Okay, and then the Panther comes up here. Yeah, that's fine.
Flat out.
Okay, our turn. So, the Gladiator is kind of awkwardly located right now. We're going to come up over this way. It's still going to be a little awkward. I was hoping we'd be able to move our Vulcan first. It doesn't move until phase 17, though. Hello?
Yup.
Fascinating. I don't know why we can see that,
Stepping it.
but I'll accept it.
Waiting on you, Commander.
We're going to move up with the Cronus.
Sprinting.
Okay, that gives us eyes on a sprint. And, yeah, we know that that's a mech over there.
Yeah?
This is not going to be very difficult. We're going to sprint up over here, pot shot this guy. That's the sprint, of course. We're probably not going to hit that. Almost certainly not going to, in fact. We see that this is what? An Irby? What is that? Hard to tell from that angle. Yeah, that's an Irby. Okay. Of course, they hit. But that's fine. Okay.
I live to sir.
Now is when our artillery earns their pay.
Firing.
Primary target damage, Commander.
It was heavy damage to the primary target there. They missed the Irby. That's fine. I don't expect too much out of them after all. We are going to have the Panther hit this guy as well.
Confirmed.
It's another chunk of damage.
Yeah.
And the Blackjack.
Firing a full salvo.
2 more chunks of damage. Good.
Ready for order.
Whatever that mech is, it's hurting. And we're going to fire on the sprint here with the Hunchy. And that's why. All we needed was the one hit with that laser to bring down that helicopter.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Okay. The Irby closes in, fires on the Vulcan. It's got a PPC on it, but it missed. It's all good. Okay.
Confirmed.
The stealth will sprint forward over this way. We're very unlikely to hit this guy. We see that this is now a commando, and it's going to die for sure this round. We're just going to take a pot shot at the Irby. If we do damage, great. 4 damage. That's acceptable.
Yes, boss?
The Gladiator is in an interesting position. It has much better hit odds on the Irby, and I think we're going to hit the Irby. Oh yeah. Nice.
Scored a critical hit.
Good to
Okay,
go.
we're going to move up with the Cronus to about here, just for scouting purposes and pot-shotting.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Okay. That was actually worthwhile, because that made this guy unsteady. We now have much better hit odds with our artillery. It's a structure exposure and a knockdown. That commando is so dead. It doesn't have a prayer of surviving at this point. Okay, we're going to close in on the Irby with the Vulcan here. This is going to be a pot shot again.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, didn't expect much.
Negative damage.
Okay,
I'm ready.
we're going to finish this guy off with the Stalker. This is almost a guaranteed kill. There we go. We can now evac whenever,
Are there none who can stand before me?
How's it going?
but the Panther is going to drop some artillery on the Irby. That's a very minor amount of damage. The Irby closes in, fires his PPC, misses everything. Wonderful. Okay, they're shooting at the Irby. It does nothing. Expected.
Standing by.
Okay. It's now the Hunchback's turn to move, and this is a pot shot here, but we're going to take it. Nice. Right in that leg. I like it.
Show me your
Vehicles do a whole lot of nothing. And now the stealth is going to close in, just as close as it can.
full speed. No target.
Ooh, look at those streak hit odds. 75%.
You got.
We still missed with the streak, but it's fine.
Critical hit.
We got some good MRM hits there. Okay, we'll bring the Cronus in over here, and this is still hitting that weak side. Nice.
What do you need?
I need the Vulcan to close in over here. This could be a kill.
Attacking from position. Nice.
That was a lot. Is he going to eject? Because he should have ejected.
Waiting for orders.
The Gladiator actually has... Yeah, we can hit with the Gladiator here. Don't backstab, please. Thank you. It missed.
Negative damage.
Which really, given that we had 71% hit odds, is a little surprising. But the Blackjack will finish it off 100%.
I'm gonna give him the big bubble.
And there we go. The only damage we took was that 30 damage on the Vulcan. So this is going to be, what, like 500 C-bills in one day to repair? Easy peasy. And that's what I'm saying. We need to move on, but it's hard to justify it when we still need to pour a lot of cash into the Argo. We could grab 2 Beagle probes, and we're going to do that. I think there's no reason not to. Inferno SRMs? I suppose we could grab those. It's just ammo. Grab this sheathed beacon. I guess an ER medium? Maybe a rangefinder? Okay. Solidly mediocre, but we got almost everything there. And I should have sold some stuff, but I kind of want to just cruise on to the next mission. You will stop procrastinating later? No, we're not procrastinating. We're doing the next mission. The next mission is a capture base mission, and we just want to continue cruising through these just as quick as we can. So this is going to take 1 day to repair, I'm pretty sure. Like 500 C-bills tops. Okay, 1440. Yang, you're going to have to stop contradicting me like this. Okay, so we'll take forward 1 day, and then we are going to deploy again immediately, straight out here to this capture base mission. Okay, priority salvage is... We're in the same boat, actually, for priority salvage. We're going to do exactly the same thing. We're bringing these jerks. That's okay. Our fire lance should be able to carry this. We're going to have Devourer in the Stalker. We're going to have Warboar in the Gladiator. We're going to have Safety in the Panther. Actually, Goldfinch in the Panther. And we're going to have Safety in the Blackjack. And then over here, I think we're just going to bring, instead of the Cronus, we're going to bring the Stealth. And we're going to have Time Lord 88 in that. Okay. Let's go. I'm assuming all of these allied mechs are going to have to be recovered. Like, they're all going to have to survive. Which, if they've got multiple thumpers, that could be interesting. That said, our ERPPCs and artillery should make short work of turrets. ERPPCs are kind of the ideal weapon against turrets. So we need to capture the decommissioned base. We're training a group of mech warriors to act as a local defense force, and we'd like to assist in their training. You to assist in their training, no less. There's a decommissioned Merrick base that we need to take ownership of. As it's undefended, this is a perfect opportunity for our trainees to practice operating as a team in a low-risk environment. We need you to send along a single experienced mech warrior, in a fire lance, to keep an eye on them and model good behavior for them. This seems like the kind of setup where afterwards we'll say it was supposed to be undefended, Commander. Be prepared. Indeed. Okay, so we're just going to cruise on through this as quick as we can. The base is just right there. So our fire lance is going to hang out on this ridge probably. And then these lights, they're just going to make their way over this way along with the stealth. And yeah, the fire lance is just going to be off over here. And we're going to close in a bit.
Position confirmed.
And we do have this allied lance with us too. They've got a tiny atlas. Excellent. We're going to scout it out with the spider. Okay, there's the base up ahead. It's empty. Okay, so we need to capture it to spawn the enemies. Roger that. We're going to move in as quick as we can.
No problem. On my way.
Okay, I think we're just going to capture it with the spider, honestly. Call it good. We'll have the sling come up somewhere around here. The Irby somewhere around here. Our stealth can try to keep up a bit. Panther can come up to here. We're just trying to make for these woods, I guess. I think I deselected. Yeah. Okay. And these guys are just going to run around a bit. That's fine. So now we need to pacify the area around the base. We see that there's a dropship inbound to this location. And we just need to kind of wait for the enemies to spawn.
Copy that, Commander.
And that should be in a turn or two. We don't need to worry about turrets, it looks like, although I do see there are some turret hardpoints around. They don't seem to have spawned.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Fantastic. Where? Here. Gotcha. We see a wasp, we see a fire starter, we see a galleon.
Standing by.
Not too big of a deal. I want to have our stealth make its way over here. This is actually a side arc, and we can hit the galleon right now. Do it.
Got it.
That was quite a lot of damage. Galleon's already panicked.
Good to go.
I like it. We're going to bring the Gladiator over. Sadly, it can't get in position to attack this round, but that's okay. These guys are going to move, and they're going to move out of their ideal location for artillery, unfortunately. They're firing on the Irby. I mean, the Irby can actually take it. For a little while, anyway. We don't technically have to keep the enemies... or the enemies. We don't technically have to keep the little guys alive.
What's up, boss?
But we probably will anyway. Okay, we're going to just turn around the Blackjack here. And I think the fire starter is the bigger threat here. So we're going to hit the fire starter.
Now let's see how you handle this.
That wasn't very good in terms of the artillery hits, but it'll have to do. Yep. That said, they moved next to each other, didn't they?
Internal damage.
They did.
Ready for...
Very bold of them. Okay, we're going to bring the spider back.
You want fast? I can give you fast. Standing by.
And the slinger as well. We're going to bring it back. And these are Thunder LRMs. We're going to throw them at the fire starter for now.
Firing on target.
Okay, as AMS. Noted. Good thing we did that, because that AMS could have theoretically shot down our Arrow 4s. And that also freed up that Hunter to attack.
Standing by.
So I'm cool with that. We're going to move the Stalker over this direction. This is still very, very close for Arrow 4s. That said, we could attack ground here.
Copy that.
And so we shall. Nice. We see some structure exposure going on to them. Okay. That fire starter managed to fire its AMS a second time this round.
Yes, Commander.
Fascinating. We're going to close in with the Irby over here, turning around so that weak side is facing away. And we're just going to fire on the Wasp. The fire starter is in stray shot territory.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Okay. That's absolutely fine.
Confirm.
Panther is going to drop artillery on the fire starter. We're going to need to turn around, though, to do it.
Engaging target.
Okay. More damage coming in.
Receiving you.
And now the stealth is going to close in over here. Question is, who do we go for? I think the fire starter.
Copy that.
Yeah, you can try to AMS that all you want.
That hit something good.
Good luck. Okay, the Wasp closes in a bit, set itself on fire, attacking the Irby. The Irby can continue to take that for a little while. Not forever, but for a little while. We can close in a bit with the Slinger.
I'm your spaniel.
And continue to hit either of these. Our hit odds are best on the Galleon. Do we have other ammo types? We do. We have HL as well as standard.
Confirmed.
Okay. We're going to continue to put down mines, so this is all good. Okay. He walked into landmines. Firing on the Stalker, that's a little rude. Actually, that's a lot rude. Okay, so this vehicle is going to move now, this Galleon. Moves up. Attacks the stealth. Does very little, really. It's completely fine.
Damage, Commander.
Okay,
Waiting for orders.
now it's time for the Spider to move. So we're going to sprint in with the Spider over to here. The Spider's ideal goal is to kill this Galleon. That's not happening, so we're going to pot-shot it instead. Okay, that's fine. I didn't expect anything out of that.
Orders.
These pilots are, after all, hot garbage.
Copy
We're going to move the Gladiator up, and we're checking hit odds. Wasp it is. Hopefully we don't backstab our stalker.
Firing full complement on the enemy.
And we did not.
Yes, Commander.
Good job. We're going to back off a bit with the stalker. And we're going to fire on the wasp with our arrow 4s. Actually, we're going to fire like right here with the arrow 4s. Nice. That's an ejection from the wasp. And we managed to hit the fire starter as well. Okay, some damage to the galleon. That's not... actually no damage whatsoever. They fired on the galleon, but they did not succeed in damaging it. Blackjack is going to look to finish off this fire starter.
All weapons are go.
We have them so hilariously outgunned. Okay.
Ready to rock.
Panther is going to hit the galleon, but it's very close. We're going to need to back off a little bit, though, because we're in minimum range. Hopefully we don't hit the stealth. We did not. Fantastic. Okay, that did some damage to the galleon, I suppose.
Standing by.
We're going to close in with the Irby over here. We're going to continue to expose strong side to it. Boy. How bad of a shot do you have to be to miss an LBX autocannon? It's impressive.
Yes, boss.
Okay, we're going to just close in directly behind this guy with the stealth, I think. Just be like, yoink.
Roger that. No shooting, just running.
We're going to hit him in the rear here. Mostly because this will negate his cover.
On it.
Okay, structure exposure, panic level critical.
Receiving you.
And now the gladiator can finish him off. That actually didn't cause him to eject. I'm slightly shocked. We're going to close in with our slinger, though. This is a terrible idea to close in with this thing. We're going to close in a little bit more like this. In fact, we're probably not going to close in at all, and we're just going to fire some HL missiles. Okay, we'll see if this kills itself. Well, it did damage anyway. Rear arc attacking the stealth. Very rude.
Reporting minimal damage.
Indeed.
Orders.
Okay, the stalker is just going to turn over this way and fire the arrow 4s, but I want to fire the arrow 4s slightly behind so that hopefully we don't kill the stealth with this. Oh, look at that. Landed right there. Okay. Well, here's the dropship. Well, that was certainly an experience indeed. Okay, so we took some damage, but nothing major. I mean, we're going to be able to get out of this with, what, maybe 10k in repair bills? It's still tremendously profitable. Okay, let's see what we get for salvage. Kind of want to roulette these mech parts. We have 7 Beagle probes. Can never have too many endosteels, though. As well as engine core 210, so sell very well. Guardian ECM, we could grab another one of those. Maybe a ferrofibrous. And then roulette everything else here. Yeah, I like it. Okay, we'll sell these flamers. We'll keep this medium pulse laser. We definitely want that. SRM2 can be sold. The Beagle probe, we have 1 billion of them. We'll sell 1. And we can sell all of these engine cores for some quick cash. The ferrofibrous we'll keep around. FCS standard we're selling. Guardian ECM we're keeping. These heat sinks we have plenty. We're selling them. Jump jets we have plenty. Standard heatsink cooling. Standard fusion engine. We have plenty of all this. The AMS ammo, however, we're definitely keeping. Okay. Well, I don't think it's going to cost us very much to repair. Like I said, I think like 10k, maybe 2 days in order to repair. But I am going to put a cut in here, and next episode we're going to get some more quick cash. So you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time after Yang gives us his estimate. What do you got for us, Yang? 8k, 2 days. Do it. I'm just going to tick it right now. Boom, boom. And we're ready to deploy immediately, assuming we've got the mech warriors, but I'll check on that off camera. See you all next time.